It's been another terrific day of action here in Darching at the International Championship. One more semi-final spot to fill. Yan Bingtao already through in this half of the draw against John Higgins in some style, 6-2. Who's going to join him? Who's going to face him in the semi-final? 5 apiece. Terrific century from Judd Trump to force the 11th and final frame after a quite brilliant clearance of 60 from Mark Allen from 50 odd behind, including 2 superb pots on the pink in the opposite centre pockets. So it really has been a great tussle. It normally is between this pair. Their 15th meeting, 7 wins each, and this one has been every bit as good as the previous 14. Earlier on today, Mark Selby beat Robbie Williams 6-2. He'll play Martin Gould in the semi-finals. He beat Ali Carter, also in a final frame decider. And that's a great long red from Allen. It's a mistake from Judd Trump, though, playing safe. Didn't intend to leave that opportunity. It's a great pot, though. So it's Mark Allen with the first opportunity in this decider. Can he make the most of it? And it would be a very, very frustrating way to lose for Trump, having not got the safety right.
Nine.
But it's not gone as hoped. Looks like in the break, to the relief of Trump.
Mark Allen 14.
Might just come off the ready's nose too for a safety. Just missed the pack. He won't be trying to cut this in, I'm sure. Well, there you go. Well, I don't think he did. I think he just played the safety, actually. And it's a good one. I keep saying it, though, but it always makes the difference if you can miss the baulk colours on the way back. It's that sort of time, isn't it? I think this red might pass the black, though. Too thick. With safety in mind, though. Don't go in there. Wow, look at that. Unbelievable. What a time to throw one of those in. Great pace. And he's just applying the pressure here to Mark Allen.
And if there has been a difference between them today, I think it has been the frequency with which Trump has found that baulk cushion. But that is a really good response.
Well, that is unbelievable.
Well, that's about the best safety that Allen has played today, and a very good time to produce it.
Well, what about that one? Great pot.
Mark Allen 1.
Well, obviously Judd in trouble here. You'd like to get to those reds near the black, but the pink and red on the side cushion are in the way. At the moment, it looks like this man's in control. Well, understandable that he's taken a lot of time over this. One mistake and it could be the match over. Which way does he go, Phil? To get things safe here, this is awkward, isn't it? I mean, you might just play it with a bit of pace and hope that he gets it safe, but that's dangerous. If it was an earlier frame, I think he might do that, but not the decider.
Yes, he's in a lot of trouble here.
Well, to be honest, that's not too bad. I don't think Mark will be taking one on here. He'll be looking for another safety. Well, if he takes this to the middle, it'll be unbelievable, but can't see that. Well, he did do. I'll tell you what a pot that is. Unbelievable. Perhaps he was trying to get the cannon on the red near the pink as well, but that was a tremendous pot. And he showed a lot of courage in this match as well. They both have.
But again, for the second time in this frame, going into the pack and not working out as he'd hoped. Bit unlucky.
Mark Allen 4.
Well, he went all out for the pot. He didn't get it. And another chance for Allen.
Well, I think Judd felt that if he'd got the pot there, Phil, he might have just missed everything. But of course he didn't, and the white came off at a different angle. How costly could that be?
Things aren't straightforward, though, are they? The pink's out of commission, as is the black.
Yeah, I don't think the black sneaks past the red. He's going to have to go down for the blue here, or the bulk colours. So a bit of work to be done.
1.
But it's a chance to put himself into the semi-finals.
Well, that's a shocker.
That is absolutely.
6.
Perhaps just a momentary lapse of concentration, but shouldn't have been hitting a bought colour there.
No, I'm surprised. Well, all he had to do was stun between the yellow and the brown there. Didn't at all get hold of the white, but I mean the red is still on, but he's going to be hitting something at this end of the table.
And it's a very tough pot. Not that either player has backed down in that regard today. But with a 25-point lead, he doesn't want to gift Trump a chance to get right back in this decider.
Well,
Mark Allen 6.
he had a go, but just look where the white's finished. I'm not saying he's throwing away this match at the moment, but he's certainly given Judd a great chance.
One.
Well, at some stage, if he can get on that red that's just near the black there, I think it's available to pot, and that would free up the black. But take 3 or 4 blues first before you even think about that. It's one of those deciders, Phil, isn't it? Sometimes we see players take it out in one visit, or it gets a little bit nervy and a bit scrappy.
Yes, Allen's had a couple of chances already, and he's played a good shot there, but in the process, the black's tied up again.
Yeah, as you can see what he was trying to do. I just wonder if that red next to the black will pot, though. I mean, he can go down for the blue here and leave the white between the pink and the blue spot. He's checking that angle now. Well, I think if he gets the white in the right spot, that might pot. That's where he wants it, so from the blue, anywhere down the middle of the table, I think will be perfect.
Seven.
Well, that does look perfect.
12. 13.
Never been in front, remember, Trump, in this match. Made that superb break of 110 to force the decider, having lost the previous frame to that brilliant clearance from Allen. It's been a terrific tussle, it really has. Some tremendous snooker played.
Well, that's clever. He's brought another red into play, and he's got this one to
20.
the right corner pocket. So he's got, what, 3, will be 4 open reds. He's working these well.
21.
I hope he hasn't gone too straight. He might have to play on the one down the cushion. Had the cue power to play that. Well, he won't be fearing the worst just yet, because this is an awkward table after these two.
29.
These two reds have been cleared.
Yes, Mark Allen has suffered some serious pain in final frame deciders this season. Lost to Lazowski in the Riga Masters by the odd frame. Likewise, the China Championship to Matthew Stevens. In the World Cup to England.
35.
The European Masters to Trump. And the World Open semi-finals to Wilson. That went the distance as well. Allen on the wrong end of that, so he might be having a few flashbacks here. He did, of course, win his previous 2 rounds here by the odd frame to set up this meeting with Trump.
$42.
But still an awful lot to do to win the match from here. And he hasn't won the match.
No, playing it with power to get the right angle on the black, otherwise he would have had to have gone around the table. And these pockets do not give a lot away at that pace. I thought Judd might have played it a little bit slower than that and left himself low on the black, because with the yellow off its spot, he could have gone down off the side and back cushions and try and nudge everything open. But anyway, he leads by 17 with 59 left on the table in this deciding frame. This frame is worth £14,000. It's a lot of money. And of course the possibility of the 150,000 on Sunday. He's done well there, and he's got it covered, which is going to force Mark Allen to possibly play one of the others, which he didn't really well. He's got to get them open, of course, but Didn't really want to play that at this stage, just allowing Peggy Lee to have a look at the situation, just in case
Thank you.
they need to go back. But now then, what's he going to play here? If he clips off these reds near the pink, he's going to have to be careful. One mistake from either player, and it might be all over. Oh, there's a gap between the green and the blue. Not bad. Is there a possible plant on? Can Judd make these two reds into a plant? I think he could actually play this, but play the safety as well. Sort of white up and down, unless he's stunned over for the black. No, he's played it with safety, but he's caught the middle pocket. Oh, dear me. What has he done here?
Well, he'll be hoping that the two reds that remain tied up on the side cushion come to his rescue.
Well, you can see the idea. He was trying to put the white towards the yellow pocket.
1.
Yes, and even if Mark played on the blue to nudge those reds, the pink's in the way. Now then, it's not this one that's the problem, it's the other two.
8.
How is he going to tackle those? Just off straight on the blue would be handy.
9.
I'll tell you what, that looks pretty good to me. A fraction more would have been nice. I think he might have to just power this in a little bit, but he has an angle on the blue. Can he get enough to get onto these two reds?
Spotted something on the blue ball, so Peggy Lee will clean it while he ponders this oh so important shot, which could be the difference between victory and defeat.
Now then, I think he's got to power this in to get the angle. This could be a key shot. Missed them. Unlucky. Yeah, just looking at that angle when it's sort of the cue ball settled, it just needed to run on about another inch. That would have been ideal. But again, just has to be careful here with the safety. Don't get careless. Leave a pot on for Judd. Nicely done.
Well, Alan, 14.
So just 3 points between them now, 43 left. Everything still very much on a knife edge.
We have 3 players into our semi-finals. Who's going to be the fourth?
Yes, and this is one of the longer frames. The first was 35 minutes, but no surprise given what's at stake that this has turned into a lengthy one.
Oh, what about that first shot? That was tremendous. Trusted the table there. Dead weight. Well, if he comes off the cushion, he could clip the one there, the pink, and clip the other one at the same time, but he's trying to get the red, I think, is furthest away. Ooh, doesn't want the cannon the blue. Oh, he's left it on, and he's got the perfect angle to nudge the red and pink out.
Well, that did look risky. There were all sorts of things that could go wrong there, as indeed they have. But it was a great snooker from Trump, wasn't it? But he's missed the cannon.
Well, I don't understand why he's played it that way. He's played like a half-stun shot, but to me it looked the perfect angle. It looked the natural angle. He's sort of stunned it past the pink.
All sorts of twists and turns in this final frame. They've both had chances.
Why did they put us through this, Phil? But I don't understand that. It was for me, it was a natural angle to cannon into red and pink. Anyway, it's gone. And I don't think he'll be playing the blue. I mean, I'll tell you what I would play here. I'd play the black and stun over to the right-hand side, snooping behind the pink. Because then Mark's going to come off the cushion again and nudge that red open.
And that's the problem, isn't it? Any contact with that red can release it into a potable position.
Yeah, I mean, we see where the graphic is, where Mark's name is. Just put the white there.
Well, that's not what he's looking at. So difficult, though, isn't it, when you're down there, the pressure's on to think clearly, get the shot selection right in these circumstances.
Well, I mean, he could leave. I mean, he could play the yellow here, dead weight. He might even get to the position, Phil, that he actually leaves the red on. In other words, he wants Mark to hit the red and open it up. That's an alternative. This is going to be interesting to see what he plays.
Blue ball.
Well, there you go. Blue's safe,
One.
but he's forcing Mark to open up the red. Clever.
Yeah, it was clever. He's got a bit of insurance with that blue. Alan has no choice but to release the red. He's got to somehow leave it safe.
Yeah, good thinking that from Judd, especially putting the blue safe as well. You know, if Mark got the chance. But Mark Allen's got to get out of this one first. Which way will he go? Well, again, understandable that he doesn't like it, even if he plays it cushion first, sort of dead weight. And he's going to release the thread, whatever happens. I'll tell you what about this one, Phil? Oh, what a shot that is. I think he's got the snooker.
Well, if he's got the snooker, it's a great shot.
Well, that was the other side of the coin. That was the calculated risk that Judd took there. And it's slightly backfired on him, so just as well that he's pushed that blue to the side cushion. He might be able to see it, you know. He was, or he could, I should say, and enough to try and lay a snooker back. Or, well, he wasn't snooker, but you know what I mean. It's edgy stuff.
Could we have a black ball finish?
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh.
Well, Judd Trump won the safety exchanges earlier in the match, but Mark Allen's beginning to come to the party in that regard now in the nick of time.
And because it's tight on the yellow, I don't think you can get off that side cushion and around the back of the pink, so... Well, a few minutes ago, Judd was in control of this frame. Not now. Well, you know, he had options when he could have probably snookered Mark on that last red near the pink. There we go, just come up to 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is going to be the longest frame of the match, almost certainly. Obviously, the most important. Yan Bingtao awaits the winner in the semi-finals.
Well, there's an angle there off the back and side cushions, but if he misses it, he might leave a free ball.
in which case that blue may become irrelevant.
2 cushions, possibly 3. Looks good. Well played. Well played, sir.
Yes, he won't want that one back. Well, it's just a pity there's not a bigger crowd to enjoy this, because it's been a terrific match all the way through and set for a thrilling finish.
He's got another one, but this is much easier this time. Cushion first. Got to be careful he doesn't push it towards this right corner pocket, though. Great finish, this, to a great match.
Oh, he's gone for the double. Risky, especially now.
Not so sure about that, Phil. I didn't even think you could see the red. I thought it had to be cushioned first. But another day, I mean, it could go anywhere. The red could finish anywhere.
Well, on another day, he'd have got lucky. Pretty close to potting it, but for it to land where it has was a little unfortunate, I guess.
Yes, just look where the white's finished behind the yellow if it finishes at this end of the table. It hasn't done. And it's a chance here for the Irishman. Still has the problem of the blue. But he is left-handed.
1.
It's the right side for him. He's just got onto the green. So this green will bring the scores level. And he only needs the blue. Hasn't played that very well.
4. 6.
Well, he'd be looking to possibly move the blue here.
The blue, which of course Trump pushed safe earlier in this frame to give him some insurance. Will it save him?
Well, I would suggest
9.
not now.
Terrific cannon from Mark Allen, and Trump will be fearing the worst. Allen only needs brown and blue. What a match this has been.
13.
Both players have had chances in this decider, but it looks as though Allen is going to end his recent sequence of final frame defeats in ranking events.
18.
He'll be feeling that he's due a victory in this sort of situation, and now, barring a snooker, he's got one.
It's only one snooker, though. And just finish it here. Drop this pink in. And he's into the semi-finals.
And that is precisely what he's done. What a match. Both players playing some terrific stuff. A painful loss for Judd Trump, having come so close, I should say. But that's an excellent win for Mark Allen. And we think back to that superb clearance he made earlier in the piece, which was part of the reason he has got over the line here in a thrilling finish, potting the blue to leave Trump requiring a snooker, dollying the pink in as well. And he is through to the International Championship semi-final, where he will play the 17-year-old teenager Yan Bingtao over the best of 17 frames.